wearing them down. You just sit there like an inch away from socks and bother him. He's
Roll.
like, I'll wear you down. You're gonna submit.
Roll the intro.
Why would that happen?
Welcome to the Banana Split Podcast, episode 92, but it's actually 92 this time, unlike what we called it last episode. Pat's currently scrolling to Doom.
Yeah. Well, it's been so long that all the links that I had in here have actually expired.
I was busy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a photographer. I have things to fucking take photos of, and then I gotta edit that shit in 2 days, if that.
It'll be the same shit your kids are hearing one day. And I don't know if they'll be as understanding.
Kids, I ain't have kids. I got a vasectomy last week.
Because that was a long time ago. There was a bit of a dodgy rumor that Mr. Beast was going to take over as CEO. And what happened? Because Musk was all like, at the end of the year, like, you know what? This is too stressful. Someone else can do it. And nothing.
Yeah, well.
So I guess that was just another red herring. That guy's all about, I'm over here. No, I'm over there.
Your ultimate magician.
Something about, oh yeah, Bill Cosby's coming back to do like a comedy tour.
I fucking doubt it. I remember.
Yep.
To go off on the Bill Cosby subject. Probably 2 years, if that. Same year he was outed, the whole diddling kids and this thing and that thing.
I don't know if that was so much kids, but more so, he's not Hey Dad. You're mixing up sitcoms there.
Yeah, but I'm pretty certain.
He was definitely
some of them were
raping
minors.
people. Really?
Yeah, but he was like drugging him. He was like fingering him while they were asleep. I know this is
We don't need to trigger warning. But yeah, no, it was more that they were stars that he interacted with, and then just or women that worked on set.
But yeah. Anyway, my point is, went to JB Hi-Fi one day, and do you know what I see? A Bill Cosby album, comedy
Nice.
album.
Snap that up.
I did, because it was 5 cents. They wanted to get rid of it.
That's still blood money.
Now, is it? Well, he's gonna get 0.1 cent out of the fucking.
Yeah, but at this point, you might as well just go ahead and go all the way to something extreme, like buying Hogwarts Legacy.
Well, now for my review of Hogwarts Legacy. We'll get to that later. I'm
Spoilers alert. That's the one game that we don't have to worry about, like, spoiling, because, like, half of Facebook is spoiling it anyway.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have seen no spoilers of it, so if you fucking spoil that game for me, I swear to God, I'm in fucking.
We have a different friends list then.
I am 20 hours of that. Yeah, I cuddle a lot of people. And by cuddle a lot of people, I mean I don't go on Facebook much anymore. But you know what I am? I'm apparently, is the term a TERF?
Yeah, you're a trans exclusionary radical feminist.
No, I don't want to pay. I don't want to reward hard-working game designers for designing a game that they probably spent years of their life on.
I mean, they all get paid up front, so they're paid anyway. I'm definitely on the fence on this one. I'm all about the death of the artist, but I can understand why certain people don't want to contribute to that world anymore, and that's fine. I don't judge them, but when they judge other people for doing it, then yeah, because there's a lot of that, and it feels like an edge issue, and they could be fighting for.
I love edging.
Yeah, it just seems like something they could be fighting harder on.
Now,
more important
the
issues.
ultimate question is, if I'm in the wrong or not. I need to see what Peter Stein's opinion is of this.
He will not surprise you. Or if you're happy to get the game spoiled for you, then
Go ahead.
Keep scrolling.
Cancel me. I'll have a career. You don't know what actually, no, I do, but you don't know what I do for a living. Figure it out. Go ahead. Oh, there's no audience watching this? Oh, what a fucking shame.
This will be a test, though. If you do find a spoiler in there, you have to unfollow him. Or even go full war.
I was going to message him the other day because I was watching Heartbreak High.
The new one? Is that good?
Yeah, which he's an extra in.
Whoa. Oh, do you see him?
I don't recall seeing him, so I was going to be like, hey, you in like the school or the sex club or I'm sorry, the rave.
Yeah, because I know that they have older students, like older actors as students, but Peter would be pushing it.
Yeah. But you know what's a perfect timing after going from Hogwarts Legacy to Turfs to Peter? Happy Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah, that is literally tomorrow for us. 6 weeks ago for you.
Perfect
But
segue. Perfect segue. I might be there. Who fucking knows? Got to talk to some context.
well, there'll be some good photo opportunities. That's
That's
for sure.
the whole spiel of why I might be there.
We'll be just going into town and buying. Apparently, we need those little pods. You can only get them in the city for like the coffee maker.
Well, I don't
So
drink
just
coffee.
Nespresso,
So
no, but
I don't know where you're going with this. But
someone
anyway,
I know needs them, and that's where we're taking the kid, and that's what's going to happen.
well,
So,
back
priorities.
to Bill.
yeah, what happened? Was that going somewhere?
No, you were like, he's going for a comedy tour, and I went,
Mm.
I feel like that's not noteworthy news, but I kind of want to go see it.
Well, we talk about cancel culture a bit, so
Yeah.
apparently it doesn't exist for him. So I get with Louis C.K. He came back and has done shows, and that's fine. He fully apologized and has made amends, and he lost his entire like on-screen career, or at least being a producer and all that stuff. So he did take a hit. Whereas
Fucking
Cosby
dodgy
is
producer.
like, to this day, no remorse, no regrets, like finger in the sky, fuck you all.
Finger in the sky, finger in an angel that he's been in a coaster
Yeah.
with.
Like, I don't know, he's just riding that burning plane into the ground with his
He's riding that pudding pop.
take it people. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see
I
if-
have
how
one
that
bar-
sells. Like, who's going to their mates at work? Like, you know what I'm going to do this weekend? Going to see old Cosby. He's
That
a
sounds
comedy
fucking hilarious. I won't even lie to you. You'd be like, hey, Bill Cosby's coming down. You want to go see him? Fuck, I wonder what he's going to talk about. No, let's go see him.
Or in 20 years from now, when a certain R&B performer gets out of jail.
Again, I will go see the remix to Ignition.
R. Kelly, that's right.
I went to search up Banana Split podcast to get to the group, and I fucking typed in Bill Cosby.
That's how your brain works sometimes. I've done the same thing. I wonder if you've got an opinion on that meme
What meme?
about Ryan Johnson, the director of many films,
I mean, he is though.
saying Bautista is the best wrestler turned actor. And I recently watched
How did you say it? No, please say the name again.
Bautista.
What was his wrestling name?
I don't remember. It's not Drax.
Dave Batista.
Batista. Okay, that makes more sense. I know he's Filipino.
Yes.
That's what the name is. Because he's one of those things. Like I watch a lot of. My son sends me like Filipino-related TikToks because he's quite proud of that part of his
I
heritage.
thought it was about to say he was into Asians like you.
And is like yeah, but not so much. He's more of a he likes them dark,
If you're gonna wonder why I'm fucking
which I shouldn't like reveal.
really over the top, this is booze in it.
That's right. You don't have to drive.
I've been drinking since
Be
4
nice.
o'clock. It's currently 6:30.
That's not going to be a problem in 20 years. Watch as your
It's
nose
a
gets redder and redder.
Friday. I was at work. We finished. We started playing table tennis. They went, "Do you want to get a couple of beers out?" And I went, "You know what? It's a good idea."
Yeah, next minute you'll be like one of my mates at work who drinks every night, rings me till 10 o'clock in the evening on a Sunday night before we go to work at 5 a.m. the next morning, and promptly, when he's at work, manages to dump an entire load of glass on some poor 19-year-old manual labourer in front of the guy's dad.
No,
And he had to
because
be heli medevaced to a
see
hospital.
that won't happen to me because I don't give my number out at work. I thought he'd like that one. I thought he'd find that funny.
But yeah, no, Batista, did I get it right this time?
Yep.
He's pretty good. He was really good in that.
No, he is,
film.
but he's better than Cena. He's better than The Rock.
Yeah.
He's both. Well, Cena's better than The Rock, and Batista's better than Cena.
Even that one scene that he did in Blade Runner, and I did see an interview where he said he totally fangirled to Ryan Gosling. That scene alone was quite impressive. And Knock at the Cabin Door, I think it is.
I've not seen this yet.
M.
I want to
Night
see it.
Shyamalan Ding
Have
Dong.
you seen it?
Yes.
Is it good?
I liked it. It's the same as like the movie I'm going to watch probably tomorrow or Sunday, which is the latest Quantumania. So we'll have to get that next time.
I've seen that.
You have seen that, so you can review that.
I can spoil that. You can spoil that. Beautiful. We can ruin
Well,
each
the good-
other's
the-
day.
Well, the good thing about the M. Night Shyamalan and Ding Dong one is that there's no big twist.
Oh,
So it's not really like a huge. He didn't write it.
Is,
like
okay,
Sixth
there we go.
Sense.
Yeah.
Signs, all those other ones. I think he wrote, like the
Yeah.
one with the fence, whatever that's called, the village.
You and I were going down. You and I were going down very different paths. You said the one with the fence, and the Jewish in me said, "Boy with striped pajamas."
No, not that one. That was a sad movie. That movie weirdly cops a lot of like it's controversial.
Yeah, do you like my hat,
For
by
some
the way?
It is a cool hat.
Yeah, it's got a rooster on it. It says "cock."
I should be the one wearing a hat. I started shaving my head,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Maybe we
You've
should
gone
both
for
wear a hat.
the honestly. It's not a bad look.
Look like an egg.
But I do. Can you grow a beard?
I could. I mean, it does get.
I highly
Beardy?
highly recommend you do.
It's been tempted.
So like,
Now-
but
now
hey,
I'm
by
not
the
in
time
security.
the next episode comes out,
Mm.
he'll have a
See
full
where we're
beard.
at.
He'll
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
full beard,
It just does get itchy.
and I'll determine whether or not to shave. Hey,
As a
what
challenge.
what do you reckon?
Okay. What's the
Episode 100,
shave the beard?
I shave your head on camera.
Okay. So don't
I
Cut it until then.
I Statham you.
Statham me. All right. And it's got to be like skin. Not
Or
just.
like
you got-
fucking.
I've
just-
got clippers right
yeah,
there.
I've got clippers as well. It's
Okay.
fine. I can make it work no matter what happens. Yeah.
Statham gets like a full razor.
Yeah,
Mention.
no, but like I'll give you like a
Vin
5
Diesel.
o'clock shadow on the entire head. Like
Sure.
I'm talking Statham in like fucking Transporter.
Yeah, that was probably his finest work.
Yeah.
Again, he
No,
wasn't
I'm
really a
sorry.
wrestler, but I can imagine he would have been the type of actor if England had a WWE that was as popular. Because I know they've got wrestling, but it's not as
They
big.
also have,
Um,
or they did have WWE. Yeah, they had NXT UK, which is a WWE company.
Mm.
Anyway, no,
yeah, he would have totally been in that.
I
realm
think
of
you'll
actors.
find his finest work is in Spy. I know there's a fucking face-off machine. You're just keeping it secret from me.
That is a good movie. Yeah, I'm glad I've seen that.
Why is there not?
Melissa McCarthy at her best.
Why is there not a spin-off of him? Just
Mm.
that.
Yeah, no, I'd watch that. Have you seen the Cocaine Bear one yet? That looks good.
No, I reckon it's going to be fucking dog shit.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot. Like,
I
yeah, I,
hope
talked to a
it's
friend
not.
who. There's this guy named Dan that I know, and not your Dan.
Not
You've
my
got
Dan?
You've got a good.
I got
Dan.
2 Dans.
This Dan's all right. He's part of a polycule.
Okay, it's not one of my 2 Dans.
His partner's like
Despite
has another partner, and I
Yeah.
think he has another partner. It's a whole thing. But
I
yeah,
need to
he
not
was
I need
like,
to
"It
not
looks
say
shit."
things that I know. I'm going to
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
He said it looks like one of those really cheap Sharkageddon. What's that one? Sharknado.
Yeah,
type
Sharknado.
movie. But
I
I think
hope
it looks like it could be a dark, edgy, funny, satirical, like well-written bag of fun.
Yeah,
don't know.
I hope
So-
it's not bad purely because I think it's Ray Liotta's last movie.
Oh shit, yeah. You know what I found out the other day? I was watching like the history of Grand Theft Auto, and I knew that, but I forgot that he was. It popped up again that he was the actor in Vice City. He was like the main character, Tommy Vercetti or whatever.
Tommy talks. To be fair,
I
I
might have
didn't.
the name mixed up.
I didn't really play
The main
Vice
character
City?
in Vice City, he talks.
because I am a baby still. I played the shit out of Grand Theft Auto 3.
Vodka Cruises.
Listen, it
It's
was
a
what
good
was in
game.
my fridge. All right, I had like a 20-pack from last week because I was just in a pool all day on
Yeah,
last
I drink it.
Saturday.
I love that lolly water. I drink it all day if I could.
Also, what I will say is
Mm.
I will not have you fucking discriminate against me due to what I fucking drink. Because this episode of the Banana Split podcast has not been sponsored by Vodka Cruiser, but it could be.
We'll take a case.
Well, we'll never know. Clearly, it was in fact.
I've got
worthy
to stop
news.
just posting links. I've got to
Okay,
do screenshots.
so Roman Reigns. Why is Roman Reigns there?
Gina Carano is out for revenge in her first movie since exiting The Mandalorian.
But
and
why
it's-
is there a photo of Roman Reigns?
It's called Terror on the Prairie. I'm
Why?
guessing he is in it as well.
I doubt
don't
it.
know.
What it looks like to me is
I
that
have
you
no
were
idea.
watching for some reason WWE on one of those weird links, and those were the ads in the background.
Yeah, it looks like just completely like non-related.
I
ad.
feel like this is one of the things. If I paid attention, I would have
Yeah.
removed it from the group.
but you don't pay attention, so that's good. Because just him staring at it would
My
have triggered
favorite
you.
thing is he's still not found the log of the things that I've removed.
You know what I watched the other day with my younger son,
The Royal
who
Rumble.
lasted like half of it.
The Royal Rumble.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble. That was good. That was fun.
And I tell you what,
That was wild.
despite what you say about him, you can't tell me Logan Paul isn't talented in the ring.
There was that one initial like huge stunt type flying.
Yeah,
Body
the
slam thing
the
that they did.
springboards.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I got to
I-
admit, I had to rewind and watch that again to show my son because by that point he was already. It was like halfway, or it was
Yeah.
up to like number 28 or something was coming in.
Logan Paul was the third last person in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, because I think there's 30, right?
30.
And in that one they only had 29, which I don't know if that's the first time. And they never explained it, but I had to Google it because I was like, "Where's Rey Mysterio?" And they had a whole thing where he got injured, and they made it part of the storyline. Like his
Yeah.
son had beat him up.
Yeah.
So, but it really
That's
he just
gonna be
got
it's gonna
injured.
be Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania most likely.
Is that his real son or just
No, it's his real son.
okay? Yeah, because the lines blur so often.
But
between
everyone
reality.
claims that he's like Eddie Guerrero's son. It was a whole storyline back in like 2000 and fucking 5.
lines between reality and fiction in that whole world is very hard to.
Yeah.
You need to be like a proper fan to know.
Wait, mate. If you looked up MJF, you'd fucking never be able to tell what's real and what's fiction.
I
Man
did want
doesn't
to
break
watch
the
the women's one, but by that point it couldn't handle it anymore.
What do you mean by that point? The women's one was the first fucking match.
Well, I put it on binge, right? The first thing that came up was Royal Rumble, like the men's.
Yes.
And then it went to all the other stuff.
But
If
you didn't
watch it on binge.
You didn't watch it live. That makes sense.
Oh, so when they repackage it, it's
I don't know what the fuck they do, but the first
Okay.
thing that it was the women's,
that made more sense. I was like, why would you
and we had
lead with the main event?
because this is somewhat news for us. First Australian to win the Royal Rumble is the woman Rhea Ripley,
Okay, so we had
and she is heavily thirsted upon on the internet because she is what you would call a muscle mummy, and she's also like goth as shit. So like the internet just froths over her. He's gonna Google this right now.
How did you know? What's her name again?
RIHEA
No, because when you said goth, I was like, I think I know which one.
RIPLEY.
Yes, that's who I saw. Like she got involved in the the men's one.
men's.
Yeah, she came out at one point, and then another woman came out, and they're all fighting each other.
Yes.
It was hilarious.
Actually, no, I'm wrong. No,
Isn't
no,
it?
the drunk me's talking. The women's was later. The men's was probably first.
Yeah, no, the men's came out first. I had no idea she was Australian.
She
Yeah,
is
she's
from. She's not from New South Wales. I think it's Melbourne or Adelaide.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
Um,
Her partner is currently in AEW, which is the other company
Mm.
that the WWE doesn't talk about, and he's also the current Melbourne City Wrestling champion. So he was here a month ago, but
so he's still in both things.
yeah, anyone okay? So AEW tend to let people do indies, where WWE are getting selective on it now with Triple H in charge. And me, I'm not going to say what I do, but I'm around PWA. That's what I'll say.
Is that indie?
We
Alright,
are the.
so-
I'd say PWA is the number one promotion in Australia, independent promotion in
The
Australia.
Premier
But
Wrestling
we
Association.
We now have New Japan Pro Wrestling, which I would really argue is the second over AEW. And now they have established a brand here called New Japan Tamashii, and
Very
I
hard to keep
think coming. I don't know the exact dates. At one point, I probably knew them, but I don't right now. There's going to be a New Japan Pro Wrestling Oceanic Cup, which is a 4-day event, which is happening in all places, fucking Wagga Wagga.
Ah,
I don't know if I'm going for reasons,
that's hilarious.
but I might be there.
That's where I grew up, and I drive there maybe once a fortnight.
Well,
So-
if you want to go to New Japan, bring the kids. I'll come.
Well,
It'll be a
I'm not
good
throwing 'em in
fucking
the
show.
truck, but yeah,
You can throw me in the back of the truck. I'll be there. It's 4 days.
Just hold on to the glass real tight. And funnily enough, on the way back the last time, I had a bunch like crack, and it was like flying all over the Hume Highway. That was fun.
Yeah.
I've got something here about reviewing everything all at once. I finally saw it. and
I've
was
not
good.
seen
there
it.
was dildos. There was all kinds of weirdness. It was a lot harder to follow than I thought it would be, which is I don't know why that was surprising, considering it's about like a million alternate dimensions. But I got there eventually. My son tried to watch it and couldn't. He got halfway through. It was too much for his young, innocent, naive.
Wait. Which
Right.
son? Which son?
The older one, the younger one.
You're not calling. He's not innocent in the slightest.
He's not innocent, but
You went
like
earlier in the episode. You were like, so he likes Filipino women.
no. That was me. Wait, what are you talking about?
What?
Filipino women? No, I didn't say that. I said
Oh
he
wait,
likes,
that was my joke.
no. He likes like he's proud of his Filipino heritage, so he like sends slideshows and stuff where it's like he's a famous actor who's actually Filipino.
Oh, so what he's doing right now is he's just sending you propaganda.
yeah, basically, and I don't need it. I'm on board already. But you know,
You're like,
it's
listen,
interesting. I like the
listen. You
trivia.
showed me the women. Me personally, I just want to find like a Mexican wife.
Like even there's quite a few famous people I had no idea, like Dave Batista for one. Like you
That's
wouldn't
how
pick
we
him.
got there. That's how we
Yeah,
got
yeah.
there.
And then there's also that Bruno Mars, I think.
Well, you know what? He's locked out of heaven, but he ain't locked out of the Philippines.
There's a bunch of like half Filipino NBA players that are obviously like the dad's black, because there's no way
I went to
you're spotting it otherwise. Like unless someone tells you, because they just look like huge black dudes, and they're like, and he's like, that's Filipino, and I'm like, okay.
I went to
sure.
high school with a lot of Filipino guys, and I won't lie to you, they were either A, fuckwits, or B, fuckwits.
Okay, well, let's not generalize.
I'm not generalizing. I'm just saying.
The ones you met.
Yeah, maybe it's just my school. Yeah. which I'm not gonna dox myself.
Okay. Yeah, people will be digging up like what's that thing? Do you have that here in America? They have like the school book, and there's pictures
Yearbook?
of everyone. They've got yearbook. that's it.
My grade didn't do one,
I
so
don't think
suck a dick.
Yeah, my school was too small.
I keep taunting the internet too much to the point where if I do have a career, they're gonna find me.
It's too late. Once
But it's fine.
uploaded,
Like I said,
screen recorded the whole thing.
Yeah.
You're screwed.
like I said, second I'm going like, you know what? I have something to lose. The video of this gets nuked. I'll let the audio ride. The video nuked.
All the like hand gestures. That's what's going to take you down. Okay.
No. It's just the face.
So
They're
you
like, oh,
wait,
yeah,
you'll have a
imagery.
career, but no one will know what you sound like. Okay.
No. They can know what I sound like, but they can't identify me based off the face.
I don't know. I think voices have a bit.
I never said I was gonna be in a position where people know what my voice sounds like. They just
Because there
know
was
my
one.
face.
You know that there was. I don't know if you remember this. There was a guy that appeared on Saturday Night Live. It was about to. It was like the first episode of the new season.
Is it Jake
was
Novak?
almost-
Do you know the Jake Novak
Hang
stuff?
on. I don't know, but wait. There was this dude. It could be him. I can't remember his name. And he was about to go on and be like one of the next big things. And then someone found a podcast, and it was audio only, I believe. At least that's all I heard. And he was talking about like Asians, and he did like an Asian voice, and it was all these terrible Asian jokes. And that was it. He was off.
Here's what I can say.
And now he's doing like anti-vax jokes. So
To
it's
my
just-
knowledge, I don't think I've done a racist impression on this podcast.
No, I don't think. Hopefully, neither of us have done a silly voice, like at least mimicking any kind of particular accent.
I may have done I've definitely done the Russian
Russian, you can do.
because I'm Russian.
Yeah, and,
we
and
could
like
justify
any
this.
white thing, like if I do
Yeah.
a French accent, Italian, it's a bit tougher because like I know
No, it's fuck them. They were Nazis. I'm Jewish. I can be annoyed about this.
because I know like Friendly Geordie's got in trouble for mimicking.
Friendly Geordie's got in trouble for a lot of shit. All right.
Yeah, that was like the least of his problems. But
Yeah.
when he, you know, there was.
He got his
some-
house set on fire.
True, yeah, and they still don't know who did that. So
Oh, he knows who did it though.
he's got suspicions. Like he did a video a few days ago, and it's like which had been the first for months since the firebombing, and yeah, it was pretty interesting. He just basically went down the list of all the people who could have done it.
Was the
and it
politician
a long
number
list. He definitely made out like
A political party.
Barilaro like took most like 80% of the video.
Yeah.
But also I think New South Wales clubs is more likely because that's just the whole like clubby. Yeah, let's go after them. Come at me. They just seem more like
I'm not getting part of this one.
part of an organization. Like they're nameless, they're faceless. Barilaro, like here's a goon. He walked around and like punched that cameraman and then got off.
I remember that.
Like he just goes, "I'm mentally incompetent," and the judge was like, "Okay, bye." And then the next day applied to become the CEO of Clubs New South Wales and a few other big jobs. And it's like, well, which can you be too crazy to go to jail, but perfectly sane enough to run a company? So it just shows how much bullshit.
Yes,
that
but
was.
also in the same logic, are you telling me that Elon Musk is sane?
I think you could go with eccentric. I don't think he's truly insane. I think someone like there's a few world leaders that
Oh, you're going to say Donald Trump?
yeah, like he I don't know about like he's certainly on a spectrum of mental instability. He's a narcissist. He's a paranoid, delusional narcissist, much like I think Putin could be. But they're also very smart and cunning.
Yeah.
So they
We
know how
should
to-
probably get back to
yeah.
the actual podcast.
Well, I've become a huge politics TikToker now. So
Yeah, I
It's hard
see
not to
that.
lean
It's
into
like
it.
every night, and I go,
Yeah.
"How is he? What? Do you get like fucking? I don't know. As an Australian,
What?
they can send you gifts.
oh yeah. No, they send me like little roses and things.
Oh, yeah.
But like I'll log off and be like, "You've got 12 cents." I'm like, yes, made it.
Nice.
Whereas there are gifts that cost like $100, $200, and you get like half of that money.
You
I'm not
should-
in that realm.
You should just be like, "I'll admit I'm wrong for this donation."
Well, there's a funny thing I like to see them do is on a lot of lives, like debate ones, you can pay $10 or $5 or whatever to kick one of the guests. So they'll be in the middle of a debate and it's really heated and getting quite interesting. And suddenly one of them will just be like, yeet. And the host will be like, yep, sorry, someone paid to kick him off. So next. It's a weird sort of
You should implement
Capitalism
that. You should
gone
pay.
mad.
You should pay for them to go on. Yeah.
So-
Anyway,
bit
continuing.
of fun. Everything All at Once.
Haven't seen
liked. I don't know if it was the best movie of last year. Probably up there. It's right up there. Last year wasn't a big year for movies that were popular. I mean, like I said, we were looking at that list of like the top 100 movies or whatever.
Top Gun
And
Maverick.
90% of them were like foreign indie
Top
movies.
Gun Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick was yours. Yeah, I still haven't seen that. I know. I'll get there. It's on bloody Prime or something.
In Russian.
They've got
Shut up.
both. Fuck the Russians. Glass.
Whoa.
So I've been listening to this Ukrainian
Oh,
TikToker.
okay. So you've been listening to propaganda.
Yeah,
That's fine.
totally.
Cool.
And I'm just because I was arguing with all these people who are like, well, they kind of asked for it, but like messing with the Russian-speaking Ukrainians.
I'm gonna
and,
fill
you know,
this with
that
some
was,
great
Putin
audio
didn't
for
have
this.
a choice, and like, so I went, is that true? I'm not sure. I don't know enough. So I went down the rabbit hole. And what are you doing?
Oh, I'm blocking your propaganda.
It's true, man. Look it up. Yes. Do your research, bro. The other one I watched was Forbidden. Wait,
Glass Onion.
Glass Onion.
Which I feel like at some point I saw coming, but I can't quite remember. The ending.
Oh, you mean the ending? Yeah, I mean, I got it spoiled from TikTok. Thanks. But I still had a good time.
How do you
and
get it spoiled from TikTok
there
when
was
it's
so
a
many
Netflix
edits.
thing? What stops you from watching it when it comes out?
Because I didn't want to watch it by myself. I wanted to watch it with a person, and it was much more like when you share things. It's synergy, man. 1 + 1 is
You're
3.
happy. You're happy. Well, I'm gonna fucking do a little of a trauma thing. The last woman I was seeing got back with her ex.
Ouch.
No. It gets worse. She's engaged to the fucking cunt.
You were the rebound, and that's our new co-star, George S. Clooney. I don't know if you can hear him.
I doubt it.
And I like with some cats, I didn't know that was so obvious. Like I wasn't sure is this a boy or a girl, and then he turned around, and it's like that's a boy cat. He's got some knockers on him. He just turned up today. It's just everything's happening. Pell died. I was just writing down random posts.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
just in
listen,
case
I'd
we
say
forget.
a moment of silence, but no. And there's too many bits that I can do right now.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
like he touched a lot of people in his life.
Like, there's so many bits I can do that would also make me look bad because I just enjoy doing fucked up humor.
Yeah.
As you know.
I had quite a few people delete me on Facebook because I shared that meme. It was like just if you go to any other type of when someone famous dies, and it was like the same cookie cutter.
Oh, I was thinking about the
lines with
Simpsons.
people. It was the
I
same
thought-
things
yeah.
people say, where it was like during his long, storied life, he came in touch with a lot of people, and it was like if you put it for anyone else, no one would have blinked. But because it was Pell, it had that little bit extra innuendo to it.
Yeah.
Like they blocked me. I had to like use a different account and be like, oh shit, that's who it was, because I was just so confused by
Anybody own it?
where they went. Sorry,
Anybody own
I
it?
don't think so. Just Keith something. Anyway, it was more
No
like
longer care.
because I was messaging him memes, and then suddenly I couldn't messaging.
Yeah, see,
like,
to be
what?
fair, that happened to me with a lot of chicks at uni.
Mm.
Where I sent two of them the exact same meme. It didn't take it well.
Yeah, it's a good way to test the waters. You're like, well, that was never going to work then.
I'll try to find it to send it to you later, but I'll explain it. It was no matter how old you are, you always want to try to be the Undertaker, and it's Undertaker rolling his eyes today. Then it's 4 other chicks who are clearly like just you can't. It's been cropped, so you only see their faces. But they like it's like Riley Reid and a bunch of people rolling their eyes in the back of the head because they're getting fucked.
the O face.
Yeah.
Right. I guess you had to be there.
Yeah.
I didn't read this actual thing. Old content should be affected by new rules.
I don't give a fuck.
I guess we don't. But I have noticed in a lot of the debate sphere videos that I watch, they are bleeping out. They don't bleep it, they just drop it. Like they're saying the F word all the time, but it's just sort of not there anymore.
Yeah, well, the rules can go. Did I just get censored? What the?
Stop
Are
it, YouTube.
Me?
Wait, so that's funny because Twitter
I-
has Musk, Amazon has Bezos,
Yep.
Facebook has
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg, TikTok has just China, and YouTube.
There's
There's
Google.
no like, yeah, it's just the alphabet mafia. Like, there's no,
No, the
Well, it's not
alphabet.
really
No, I'm
alphabet
just saying the
mafia, it's
alphabet
like-
mafia is something different. The alphabet
LGBT.
mafia is going to be hanging around this weekend.
yeah, LGBT. I can't. It's just they're called Alphabet. Like that's the name of the company, like behind Google. So I just
I
want to make
like
it
that you
cuter.
were-
but
You know what I
can't.
do like? I like that you immediately got the bit that I was doing and you joined in like seamlessly.
Which bit? My brain is like fried.
The one where
Had
I
a
went to
nap.
swear and I censored myself and went. Did I just get
Oh,
censored?"
that bit. Yeah.
I like
no.
how I explained the bit he did like 2 minutes ago.
Well, you could have explained the bit by doing the bit.
I did the bit. It
The one where
literally.
you got censored. I guess I didn't notice. It was too.
You
smooth.
did it and you didn't realize you like I did it.
No, that initial time, yeah. But so when I asked you which bit, because I forgot, you should have done the bit to make. Anyway, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
anyway.
This is like full. I'm not going to edit any of this.
No, not at
I'm too
all.
Lazy. Artist band told to find a different style.
We
Oh, yeah,
really
that's
just
the
honed
AI
it in
thing.
at this point. It's not going to
Phoning
be
it
there
in. That's
anymore.
all I do. I phone my entire life in. So why change it now? There was a artist on Reddit, or was it? It was some forum. Anyway, it might have been that Deviant Art. He went onto Twitter and he was like, "Look, this is how I make my art." There was some subreddit, and he got booted because he's not allowed to post AI generated art. But the thing was, it was his actual art. Ben Moran, 22 million followers in that subreddit. Wow. I knew there were some popular subreddits, but what's the largest?
Ask FM.
Okay,
Ask
there's
Reddit. I'm
Reddit.
sorry. Ask Reddit. Ask FM's an app. Ask Reddit. It's 100%.
I'm just going to go to my most
It's
popular.
Ask Reddit, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh, how many is in that? 39.9 million. Okay. My most favorite subreddit, which I haven't been into for a while,
is
2.5 million.
Is it our Asians?
No,
Please tell me
nothing
so.
like that at all. Come on. Why be so crass? I don't play that. It's something wholesome, like
Mine's going wild.
landscapes. Just gone wild straight. Straight gone wild, like it's all the wilds. Yeah, okay. You've got to be a bit more niche than that. Come on.
Listen, at least one of us isn't afraid of the camera. Don't let me go to Reddit and actually look.
People might watch this one day. One day.
Doubt it.
In 10 years. Or my like grandchildren be like, hey, what's Granddad been up to? Who was that guy? I need to know more about him.
Accidental racism.
Reloaded, Jesus.
Alison Brie. I'm not reading them all.
Are these, is that like a list of the most popular ones? Or
No, this is the list of just ones I've got.
Oh, they're the ones you follow.
Yeah,
I could not.
Astastic.
I could not,
You couldn't read yours out.
No.
I will happily read mine out. Bigger than you thought.
I was just thinking, you know, there's a purity test they do with boyfriends on TikTok, and they get their boyfriend to sit down and they record them going through their FYP,
Yeah.
and all these guys fail, and I'm sitting there like, I'd be fine.
Big
but
titty goth
gotta-
GF.
I'm on that one. I got to admit, if someone did that to me with Reddit, I'd be in trouble.
Black people Twitter.
It's just,
Celebs gone wild. Cosplay. Yeah, no, that checks out.
yeah, it's just all, and
I like,
I
honestly.
think I follow more than you.
Yeah, no, you do, because I'm already at D and I've hardly done.
Yeah, I've been scrolling for like a minute and I'm up to H.
I'm not saying it's not even that bad.
I don't know. Look at H.
Okay, no. But do you have cow?
I didn't know there were so many different hairy things.
Do you have cowgirls? And that's not cowgirls. It's literal girls dressed up in cows. Not full cow suits, but just like, you know, the ego cow
That'd be
shit.
hilarious if it was just like they were the back end and it was like the front of them poking out of like, you know, when you get two people inside like a cow.
E-girls.
57,000. Or cowgirls gone wild. Why is there so many cowgirl things? There's cowgirl hentai?
I don't
I
know.
had no
it's just
idea.
cowgirls.
Huh.
Gentlemen boners.
Oh yeah, I'm in that.
Girls finishing the
But
job.
some of those photos are like it's Keanu Reeves or it's some like man crush that I've got,
Yeah.
and they're just looking slick. I gotta admit, the stuff that girls are into, like gentlemen boners, it's always super classy. It's always like well lit and like
No.
nicely shot.
It's not. It's
never
not.
just some
It's
dude
not.
with
It's
his-
no. It's not gentlemen boners as dudes that are giving girls things.
Oh,
Boners for gentlemen.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I got you mixed up. There is a one like that for women, and it's like all these classy dudes.
Yeah,
And
no,
I'm like
no,
that's
no.
cool.
Goth sluts.
Yeah, that's
Haley
wait.
Steinfeld.
cow women. They're all like it's all anime.
No, there's some, like, if you get to the top, there'll be actual people.
I'm annoyed that it's covering the
Go top post.
for the past
All
month.
time. All time.
All time. Okay, Jesus.
K-Bear.
I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to go into the settings and turn off the way it.
No, okay. Clearly, I've looked at the wrong subreddit.
Yeah, this is not your subreddit. It's
Nope.
just anime chicks with like cow colored, like cow patterning pantyhose.
Okay. Well, I'll do you one better then.
Is cowgirl riding babes?
I'll do you one better then. Clown girls.
There you go. That's definitely what you're talking about.
No. Clown girls.
All right. Okay. Clown. Do they all look like ex-members of like Clown Posse?
No.
Oh, there we go. 40,000 members. Wow. All right. That's a corner I didn't know existed. I'll just join that without even because it doesn't cost anything to join. There's no limit on the number of subs you can join, as far as I know.
I love how much drinking Jaden has just
Wow.
taken this off the railing, man.
Wow. That's cool. That's cute. It's
No,
just
No,
cute little
go,
clown makeup
Go,
things.
go top.
It already automatically has like the most. That's terrible.
No, it's got hot. It hasn't gone top.
What's the difference?
It-
You think top is better than hot?
Yes, top of all
It
time.
has to be all
yes.
time. Okay. All right. That's clown FU blah blah blah. Okay. That's more like it because then it's just that cute little. It looks like a Harlequin face paint. You know, it's subtle. It's almost like a goth girl thing. She's got like a cute little pink tip on the end of a nose.
Where
and, like,
has this podcast?
it almost
gone?
looks like a I don't know if you ever watch like French mime artists.
No, I don't.
It's like a mime artist face, like with the eyeshadow.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
it's cute. Where have we gone? Down the rabbit hole.
we went.
All right.
I'm gonna
So-
get off Reddit.
Speaking of Hogwarts. It's sold over 12 million units, earning 850 million in 2 weeks. So it's not like GTA levels of success, but I don't think that boycott worked out too well.
No.
My son has a copy, $120.
Who
because
bought it?
he's got this stupid digital thing.
Who bought it?
Yeah, that was me.
He's as bad as I am.
I can't talk.
He's as
I
bad
mean-
as I am.
I've been meaning to ask, like I've got lots of trans friends and things like that, more on TikTok, but on Facebook. I've got a lot of friends on Facebook
I have a lot of.
that are very upset with anyone who buys it.
Yeah.
And I was too scared to like ask, like, what if I'm buying it for someone who really wants it, who's like super young?
I
is
have
into-
trans friends that
like-
would 100% disown me. I also have trans friends that don't give a fuck.
No, that's the other thing. Yeah, I do these little debate things. I have plenty of trans people come on and tell me they literally couldn't give the slightest fuck.
I have
that's
trans
why-
friends that are playing the game.
And that's why, yeah, like I was saying before, there's bigger issues. Like I've had quite a few trans people tell me, look, this makes us look bad. We're getting stuck on this edge thing. We need to fight on the bigger issues, like getting accepted generally.
I've also seen
Whether they're right or wrong, I'm not.
there's a trans character in the game.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And Serona.
Yeah.
People got upset about that because they're like, no, clearly that's some kind of like insult or trolling the trans community.
J.K. Rowling had nothing to do with it. It's
No.
simply her IP.
Yes, and also, well, that's I can't believe we didn't mention that. She didn't write any of it. It's just the fact that she created the universe that it's set in. But also, Serona is a Celtic name or Celtic, depending on your
Pronunciation.
Yeah, and it's been around for thousands of years, so it's not like they just made it up.
And one thing, as someone who is actually playing the game, a thing that I've seen as a post and it's people who clearly haven't played the game who are sharing it, talking about how the storyline is how goblins are bad and it's I think
Oh,
the
the
Jews.
anti-Semitic thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
to
and
me,
I'm like,
the argument.
that's not the storyline of the game in the slightest.
Okay,
No,
because to me that argument seems stronger than the anti-trans argument.
no, it's not. I as a
Anti-Semitic
Jewish
thing.
person, I don't see the link.
Isn't there a little like trumpet type thing that resembles a Jewish artifact?
I have not interacted with a trumpet at all, and I have like
I've
20
seen
hours in the
memes
fucking
about that.
game.
Okay. It might be right near the end when your teacher dies or something, but yeah.
Wow.
Surely that's happened already.
No.
Okay. Well, I didn't
I've
say
been
which
doing
teacher.
a lot of side quests. Oh, who could it possibly be? Is it maybe the mentor that I have?
I don't know.
Dick.
I do want to check Peter's page though. It'll be right. It's been out for a few weeks though, so we'd have to
Peter's
do a lot
so
of scrolling.
left wing. He's
And
almost
he
right.
posts like 6 things a day. So
You know that?
you mean he's done the
He's so left wing that he's almost come around and gone to the right.
the shoehorn theory.
It's weird, man. It's the golden ratio.
So Ben Stiller,
I saw that today.
well, what I actually read it, and it wasn't cancelled. No one's cancelled that
No.
movie. It was like 15 years ago now.
No, even like
Um,
Robert Downey Jr. has been like, you could do the movie.
Someone came on Twitter or something like that, some social media, and was like, Ben Stiller has apologized for being in that movie, and he deeply regrets it. And of course, Ben Stiller was like, he's never really talked about it, at least not recently, but he had to come in and correct that shit. He was like, wait, no, that was a fucking awesome movie, and I'm really proud of the performance, and I've no actual regrets at all about anything I did. So, piss off.
It's why Robert Downey Jr. didn't get in any heat because of what is it? Something Jack?
Oh, yeah, there was a whole thing like Robert Downey Jr. was saying, oh, yeah, because Ben Stiller was more like,
He
wasn't-
was playing someone who was heavily on the spectrum.
Yeah, a Simple Jack.
Simple Jack.
Yeah, because that was the thing RDJ was saying about the blackface was like, I didn't have to worry about that because like Ben Stiller went further with playing the special kid.
Yeah. And he was
So-
even said like 90% of my black friends all called me and went, that was fucking amazing.
Yeah. No, because the whole point, and everyone knows this, and I think I've even said this before on this podcast, is that he's making fun of people who do that.
It's
Like,
satire.
he's satirizing idiots who think you can get away with just completely.
Like if you and also
the
if
word?
you go back and you watch like old Monty Python, some of that don't age well.
Yeah, I mean, even most Australian comedians, if you go back to the 90s.
Oh, dude.
I think
I
there
was
was
about to
some
say, gonna talk about
early
Chris, are we
2000s.
about to talk about Chris Lilly?
Yeah, Chris Lilly, he got his thing taken off Netflix, and there was some like photos of him walking his dog, looking upset. I love how the tabloids are like, Chris Lilly's furious that Netflix has dropped his show,
And he's
then it's
like-
like him looking like really downtrodden.
Yeah.
It's like he's probably just walking, not even thinking anything at all about what's happening with Netflix, but they've just matched his
Yeah.
face to the headline, and that sort of disingenuous reporting really just makes me cringe. But yeah, so he said, I make no apologies for Tropic Thunder. Don't know who told you that. It's always been a controversial movie since we opened. Proud of it and the work, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. I'm on board with that. And there's going to be a new Starsky and Hutch film, and it's going to be a female-led remake. So looking
Now,
forward to that. That
if
always
we-
works out really
If we didn't learn from A, Ghostbusters, and then B, the remake of Charlie's Angels, that's all I have to say on the matter.
I mean, to me, Charlie's Angels, I think you can't
Was
really use that because
justified.
it used to
wasn't-
be
Yeah, I get
all
that, but
female.
didn't they make Bosley a chick as well,
Yeah,
and
whatever.
Charlie a chick?
But if they were mostly women before and they're mostly women now, I don't think them
No,
being
it
women
went
was
from
the issue.
mostly women to all women. Which
Yeah,
I,
okay. There was men in it though. There was a young
Well,
Australian.
I've not seen it. But
yeah, there was an Asian Australian actor that
is
was
the
from
men, is the men in it getting their asses kicked by the women?
like rich Asian wedding.
Crazy Rich.
Crazy Rich Asians. He was in
Yeah.
that, and yeah, I hope he's still doing well because I loved his performance.
Do you know what though? Speaking of Crazy Rich Asians, which I believe, no, actually, no, I'm not going to say anything because I feel like I could be accidentally racist, and I'm not going to do that.
We can't have that on this show.
No, can't at all. I'm going to segue to. I just started watching House of the Dragon.
Now he's watching it. What do you think of the old Doctor Who?
I'm up to
Smith.
I'm up to episode 8. Well, no, see, I already knew Matt Sliff could play psychopath incredibly well because I actually watched him do American Psycho, the musical.
Oh, not
So
seen that.
I've seen him do Patrick Bateman, and I knew. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. Didn't watch it for a while because I was just like, after the whole Game of Thrones thing, I went,
Got up to where he makes out with his niece yet?
I need a break. I'm on episode 8. He's just chopped off the head of that fucking of
Okay.
the black dude. I don't remember what his name is.
The one I got so
The
confusing.
Valerian one.
'Cause
The
he's
one
the one
he
that's-
he just called Rhaenyra's fucking kids bastards because the king's about to die, and he was like, "I'll have your tongue for this," and it was just sink. But
Yeah, he
anyway,
doesn't fuck around.
No,
Yeah,
I
everyone
think- I'm
basically
pretty
has to
certain the
marry
king-
someone that they don't have
Yeah.
any romantic interest in, just for the whole like royal.
I'm pretty certain the king's about to die. But anyway, I started watching that
It's
Be-
not looking good for him.
because I was going to watch Last of Us because I got binge.
Shut up, George.
Hold up. He doesn't get picked up.
These are good mics.
I told you. Hence why I thought.
Ignore George.
Hence why I thought the fan was going to be fine.
All right. Yeah, but it's not that hot. It's been hotter.
It's no.
I
it's
remember
fine.
sitting here doing other ones,
and we've
we're,
like been
sweating.
like.
I've gotten up and the couch is just.
Anyway, so I was gonna watch Last of Us,
I love that show.
and then I saw because I got binged because WWE went over on the binge, and I saw House of the Dragon, and I went all right because I wanted to binge Last of Us, but by the time I finished House of the Dragon, all of Last of Us will be out.
Because are they only doing 6 for the first season?
I think it's 8.
8, okay. Because I stopped at like 4 was the last one, and because then my partner went overseas, and then we haven't got back into it because she wants to watch Maths. Married at First Sight. Don't get me started. And it's awful, but we have to get through that.
I did one fuck up. I liked one thing on TikTok, and I got flooded with Married at First Sight.
It's weird. It's
and-
not of mine at all.
And there's only one thing I can say. You're a cunt, Melissa.
Is that the one who's got that super like model looks?
That's
Mel?
the one that the dude left. They let the dude leave.
Was he like a 6 and she's a 10?
No. It's like
She's a blonde.
she was the sex addict.
Oh, she's the older chick.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
she's
That's
the
the
cunt
weird
who
thing.
emasculated. Who he was like, "What's my job?" and she didn't fucking know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's happened a few times though on that show. Like she just doesn't care, whoever she is.
And I feel bad for
General,
Jesse.
just like
I know too much.
she.
For someone who hates the fucking show, I know too much.
Yeah, you seem like you know more than me.
I know two things. I know Jesse got cheated on and Melissa is a cunt.
Oh,
And these are two
okay.
separate
So there's
incidents.
spoilers because I'm only up to episode 8 because she went overseas. But so we're probably going to watch 2 or 3 more over the weekend. They really pad
I like
it
that you
out.
say it's
They
spoilers.
pad it
Do
out.
you really give a fuck that
No,
much about
I really
exactly,
don't
that's what
because
I thought.
Instagram's filled with spoilers.
I gotta fucking watch Survivor, and I'm behind on that.
Yeah, but apparently that's good. Like I never
Yeah.
really watched it a lot, but people do like
I
that.
want to go on Survivor. To be fair, I wanted to go on Survivor like 2 years ago, and then
You're old enough to like apply.
yeah, I am. I'm lazy. And like me and my uncle had a plan to go do it. We were gonna apply at the same time, and I'm like, if we both apply on it, because we have very different strategies, and we like pretend that we don't know each other. I think the producers would eat that shit up because we'd be on separate tribes, secretly working together. And essentially, what happened was the two leaders of the separate tribes. Oh no, the two leaders of like within that tribe of like the two different cliques secretly worked together, which was the exact plan he and I had. So I went, well, we can't do that now.
Yeah. That's out the window.
Yeah.
But I'm sure relatives have applied before, like more than one person in
Yeah,
an
probably.
extended family.
Yeah. We don't have the same last name.
Yeah, I've only seen clips of it on like that show where people sit on a couch and watch TV and talk about it. Gogglebox.
The thing where you have no life, so you want to watch people watch things. But also, I say this, but I'm also that guy who's like shows someone something that he really likes and goes, "Are we like?" Huh?
Yeah, no, that's
are you
half
liking
the
it?
fun.
Are you liking it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did get addicted to that, but I'm way behind as well. So that's on binge.
Survivor.
No, Gogglebox.
Oh yes, because I'm. Excuse.
Here's your next
I'm
show.
sorry, guys. I gotta leave.
There's like 12 seasons. There's the UK version. There's the celebrity version. Where was I going? We were talking about Starsky and Hutch for some reason. I think it could be good. I'm down.
I'm out of vodka.
If they get like Amy Schumer and Melissa McCarthy as the
Amy
leads.
Schumer, fuck off. No. I'll take
Just
Melissa.
trying to think of
I
the
will
most,
take
like-
Melissa McCarthy and Sofia Vergara.
But I know everyone gives her a lot. Oh, she would be good. Everyone gives Amy
you
Schumer
can't
a
have
lot
two
of.
because Amy Schumer and Melissa McCarthy are too similar.
Yeah, but that's the point. Like they both get a lot of shit. Amy
No,
gets
but
more,
like they're
but I want
Starsky
her
and
career
Hutch
to turn around.
are different.
She copped all that shit for like stealing jokes, which is arguable, I think, because a lot of jokes can sound similar to other
Have
jokes.
you watched any footage of her stealing jokes?
No, but I did see all the ones from that Dane Cook because he was stealing jokes.
Yeah, no. But if you watch like footage of Amy Schumer and like then like clips from like 2 years ago of the jokes that she stole, it's so fucking blatant.
But how do you think that would work? Like, surely someone's gonna, if you're that famous, it's gonna get.
I
picked
also
up.
partially think I don't think it was all her. I think she's got a writing team.
Yeah, she might not have even realized. Yeah, that's true. But also, like, there's a famous comedian who everyone loves and reveres, who was super infamous for stealing jokes, and he's one of the most like treasured, iconic comedians of all time.
Yeah,
so there is a way to get away with it.
Yeah, there was the same thing with. Also, speaking of comedians that people
I know what I'm
love.
talking about
No, I have no idea.
Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah, that's Robin Williams. Yeah, but he's also famous for improv. But you know who also did it and got caught, but then got off the hook because it was quite clear that he had a writing team because it was on his talk show.
Okay.
Was James Corden.
James Corden.
James Corden's writers blatantly stole a joke from who's the guy who created The Office?
Oh, Steve Carell.
Created The Office.
Oh, Ricky Gervais. Sorry,
Gervais.
I'm thinking of like the actor.
Yeah, they blatantly stole a Ricky Gervais joke, and
Yeah.
like he fucking said it on the show, and then he got called out about it, and even Ricky Gervais was like, "Here's a writing team. They fucking stole it on him. I don't blame him."
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of actual reasons to get mad at James Corden.
Yeah.
Just the fact that he's a total
Listen,
shitbag.
Do you know what's even like you say this, but you know who I loved, who was my childhood at late nights,
Late nights.
Who was the
Rove.
no fuck Rove, Craig Ferguson.
Oh, he's all right though. He's smart.
I
There's
loved
no
Craig.
heat on
Yeah,
him.
no, Craig Ferguson, and then James Corden. The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson became the Late Late Show with James Corden.
Yeah, but
This
they're
is
not
why
mates.
I don't like James Corden, because it went from that to that. That was a fucking golden show, and you
Yeah,
know what?
that
I'm
was.
happy. This is news, and it's definitely not on the group. Craig Ferguson is getting his own late night show this year.
Finally.
He's coming
'Cause
back.
He was like the only one on American
He was-
TV that wasn't American.
He was the GOAT. He made. You
mean-
could see how like.
Obviously, James Corden isn't American either, but like he didn't have the same.
No.
It wasn't a late night show.
No.
It felt like a midday.
Yeah.
It felt like Ricky Lake / Ellen. It was just so wholesome and cheery, and he did that stupid car karaoke thing.
Yeah.
To me, that wasn't a late night.
No,
show.
yeah, and Craig Ferguson, like, it's never him that starts it either. It's always like the female guest that just starts flirting with him. They all fucking flirted with
Yeah.
him.
I don't know now.
It was amazing.
He must be in his 60s now, but yeah, he's pretty.
I mean, it's Craig
Switched on.
Ferguson, man. He just has a way. Craig Ferguson, for you youngins,
Yeah, look him up.
the king of Riz.
He's the Riz King.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm glad we both started just using that word now, and we're not going to mention that it only appeared in the last like 6 weeks, and now everyone's
6
using
months.
it.
6
Yeah,
months.
well, it takes a bit longer to get to me.
TikTok.
Mickey Mouse is going to be replaced as the official Disney mascot.
Doubt it.
Not sure by who.
Doubt
Well, the
it.
problem is that the copyright has expired.
So?
It's been 120 years or something. So basically,
Isn't there a
now
whole
anyone can
thing?
use it.
Isn't there a whole thing of like, as long as you're making a fucking profit?
No.
That used to be a thing.
No, but there's still like a limit.
Yeah.
Like Winnie the Pooh, that's why they made that movie, and apparently it did quite well. It's made a ton of money.
I've also heard it's
Like the
dog
Winnie the
shit.
Pooh
though.
horror
I've
movie.
also heard it's dog shit. I
Yeah.
was going to go see it, and then I looked at the reviews, and I was like, Rotten Tomatoes was like 6%, and I was like, how bad can it be? And then I saw IMDb was like 1.6 stars, and
That's
I
pretty
went,
bad.
oh, that's bad.
But that could be so bad it's good. Like if you drink enough.
Yes, but the last time I. Am I drunk enough to make this joke? Yes, I am. The last time I went to the movies and was drinking, my date tried to kill herself.
Boom.
Yeah.
Awkward silence.
It is.
Was that the one where she nearly jumped off the car park?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's a while ago.
Definitely not naming names.
There's like a certain. There's like the time factor.
Yeah, I did. Dude, it was like 4 years, I think.
4 years. Yeah, it was ages. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, because I wasn't going to the gym at the time. And then I
Like,
got
were you
fucking
actually-
jacked.
Were you actually standing there when she was like on the edge, going, "Don't"?
No,
jump"?
I was on the phone. The other people were doing that because it was a double date.
So you didn't have to see it.
No,
All right. well,
no,
that's
I was just there sitting there when the ambulance came and she was freaking out and the police came and I was just totally dissociating. And the people never really checked on me after. It was all about her. But what they didn't realize is I actually started suffering from PTSD and I didn't eat for 2 months. I had to force
You
myself
weren't
to
even
eat.
there.
No, because
I was there when my first girlfriend cut her arm open.
okay, so I wasn't there during the attempt. I was there I wasn't there when she was
Competition.
I wasn't there when she was on the ledge.
Yeah.
I was there
No.
when they got her off
Okay.
the ledge and she was trying to get back on.
Oh, so you still saw her trying to get back
I
on.
saw a lot of shit that I
Okay.
want to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, moving
No,
on.
This is cathartic, man.
No, I don't want to fucking
Come
talk
on,
about it.
man. No, it's
I
all
gotta
right.
piss, but
I've got
I'm
a bad
still
habit of like when someone brings up something traumatic, I'm
here to
like,
try to one
like
up.
I can think of something worse, and then I suffered less than you. You soft little cup of pudding. You know. It's
Moving
like
on.
I move into this like ridiculously toxic masculinity
Yes.
for some reason.
Mhm.
It's like I don't know
It's
where that
fine.
comes from.
It's fine. I have no issue. I am too pissed to care.
Well, that helps. And if you need to go piss, like we can just pause it or whatever.
That's fine.
All right. Okay, so I've got an important thought experiment.
Oh,
You've probably
so
seen
do
this.
I. So do I. Okay.
Right.
I saw this. The answer is the hunt. I take the hunter and
Okay.
I take the gorillas.
Well, we need to set it up. So you're in an arena. It's a huge, I don't know how big, but like definitely bigger than the gladiator one.
Mm.
You've got 50 hawks. This is like, these things are in there no matter what. You've just got to pick two groups of animals or two things.
Two
to help-
things to defend you.
So it's 50 hawks, 10 crocodiles, 3 bears, 15 wolves, 1 hunter with a rifle, 7 buffalo, 10,000 rats. That's 10,000. That's 4 figures. Oh, is that 6? I thought 6 figures was a million.
7 figures is a million.
I'm an idiot. So what? Anyway, but what about 100,000? So that's 6 figures.
6 figures.
Okay. Yes, that makes sense.
5
5
figures.
gorillas, 4 lions.
Pick 2 to defend you. Everything else is trying to attack you. You have to survive an hour.
Yeah,
the
and-
answer is obviously, first of all, you got to pick the hunter
Rats.
with a rifle.
Rats.
Because if you
Rats.
don't pick the hunter with a rifle,
Hmm.
he's going to shoot you immediately.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. I never thought of that because I would have gone with what most people did on Reddit, which was 10,000 rats and 50 hawks.
No.
Because then you've got the air superiority.
No, because you're just going to fucking. The hunter's just going to go bang, headshot.
Yeah, but they're all coming at once. That's only one hunter. So you've got to
Yes,
assume.
and you're distracted by everything else.
Yeah, no. The only thing that you're right about is that the fact that he could aim at you straight away. And you got to hope that he's not distracted by like the charging bears, hawks, and rats, and that he can.
Yes,
Or hope that
no,
he
no, but
is
they-
distracted.
Yeah, but
'cause-
they're not
yeah.
attacking him. They're attacking you. The others
Okay,
attack
you're
you.
against. Pick 2 to defend you. The others attack you. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So the answer is the hunter because I ain't getting shot immediately, and then I'm taking the 5 gorillas.
The gorillas?
Yes.
Nah. Definitely the. Do you know how many rats that is?
I
And
don't
if they're
care.
bloodthirsty, hungry, like if they're the kind of rats that you see in a horror movie that
I've
have been
got
left inside
5
a barrel
gorillas.
and like forced into someone's stomach or something, yeah, I don't know.
I
I think
will-
they could swarm the
First of
fuck
all,
out of anything.
Okay, I'm in an arena,
Mm.
right? But gorillas can climb. I'll climb on a gorilla and help motherfucker climb. Let the 4 gorillas and the hunter deal with that shit.
Yeah. Well, the hunter will get taken down pretty quick.
Yeah, it's fine. I still got 4 gorillas.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like
I-
that old adage about if there's a bear or a tiger and you're standing next to someone, the only issue is who's faster.
Yeah.
It's not like it's who's wearing shoes.
And again,
So the hunter
The
will get taken
gorillas.
down, but at least he's not shooting you first.
yeah, exactly.
He'll shoot a few
He'll
bears,
shoot-
maybe.
Yeah. I'll be like, dude, aim for the bears.
Yep.
And the fucking lions.
Yeah, the 4 lions could be an issue.
The bears and the lions. That's my issue. Crocodiles and hawks and wolves, and even the
Hmm.
buffalo. Nothing of gorillas.
I mean, it really depends because this is a huge factor. How vicious and bloodthirsty these creatures are. Because if they're just being like normal,
Yeah, like,
hawks
also,
and just
is it
flying
like-
around in circles,
are
it's
we-
like okay, I
Are
can
we
pick them
talking
off.
like generic gorilla, or do I got some silverbacks?
Yeah, no, I think they're silverbacks and they're from like 28 days later. Like all these things are infected and just doing their darndest to
Dude.
kill you now.
Again,
So then you're
gorilla.
in trouble.
I'm going for gorillas.
Yeah, okay.
Again, okay.
I still think
I
you
need you to understand
underestimate
this.
the power of 10,000 rats
I need
working
you to-
as one.
I need you to understand. Okay, first of all, you're saying they're working as one. They don't have strategy. They're just animals that are trying to kill me. If that logic, then I can get 5 gorillas to work together.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I've got a mech suit.
I still think they would get. There's no mech suit on the list.
No. But if I can get them to all to fucking just
Oh, like a gorilla
by
mech
that
suit.
logic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying a hive mind, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think you'd be surprised how well those rats would do. I saw lots of scenarios played out. Someone needs to CGI that shit. Like, do one of those AI battles. Have you seen those ones online where there's like
AI, the president.
50,000 of whatever versus 10,000?
Oh, you're talking about totally
They're all
accurate
just running at
battle
each
simulator?
other. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I've
they
got that
use like
game.
random shit. Like it'll be Ronald McDonald's against the Hungry Jack's king. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the answer is the hunter. You got to take that. I don't care what you want. You have to take the hunter, because 50 hawks do not counter 10,000 rats.
Well, the issue is that he's only got like a hunting rifle, I would imagine, which is
Yes,
single shot.
and that it is still enough to kill a person.
But again, like you said with the gorillas, you could hide behind like 5 of them.
Yeah,
Pretty
and
quick.
also like gorillas.
Yeah, you could have the gorillas and like the rats.
Anyway, so here's now my question, and this isn't on the internet. This is actually came up with my.
Okay.
brain. I came up
Alright.
with this like 3 days prior before I saw this post, which was: would you rather fight 200 geese but you have a golf club, or 1 lion but he has very exposed testicles?
You still just have the golf club in both
No,
situations.
you don't have a golf. You don't have a golf club against a lion.
No, obviously the geese.
No.
I've fucked with geese before, like when I was little. They were scary, but I took them.
How-
They're not that bad.
200 geese.
200's a lot.
You-
But if it's a 9-iron and I've got like my druthers about me, I think I can
You
take
think
'em.
you've got 200 swings in you,
Easy.
and you
If I can
you
get
reckon
my,
you got 200 one-hit kill swings
can
on
I
geese?
come over and borrow your pre-workout?
I need you to understand something as well.
You know that protein.
I
shake
need you to
stuff.
understand something.
Right.
The geese are coming at you from geese can fly. Remember
I know.
this. Geese can fly. I looked this up for this argument.
I've got protective armor.
No, you don't.
I do. I wear it for work.
Again, I told you you had a golf club.
Yeah. What? Am I naked?
You're close. That's about it.
I could put on my gauntlets.
No. You get a golf club.
They're in my bag.
You get a golf club. All right.
It's-
Geese can fly 30 miles an hour. I had someone at work go.
Yeah. So these are 28 days.
I had
days
someone
later
at
geese.
work go, I'll just outrun the geese. Cunt, you ain't outrunning shit.
Yeah. These are World War Z geese, basically.
Because I don't know how I got here. Because I was just thinking, I went like, if I was firing somebody, he kicked me in the nuts. I think I'm pretty much done. So do animals feel the same pain if you kick them in the balls? Hence why I've gone to this question of 200 geese. Because again, I don't want to fight geese. Geese will fuck my shit up. Or 1 lion who has it's like 1 boss with a very like a red flashing light that you know is the weak spot.
If I had the
you've
golf
got,
club, then I would maybe take the lion. But without the golf club and just a lion, I'm in trouble.
I think you got better odds against the lion than the geese. I think you're
I don't know,
fucked with the
they're
geese.
faster than me as well. Like it's not like I
Yes,
can
but it's
outrun a
one.
lion.
You can see you have 1 lion versus 200. Like it's in front of you, it's to the right, it's to the left. They're behind you. They're above you. They're fucking below you. Versus
I know.
1 lion
I've
with
I've
very
seen,
exposed
unfortunately-
testicles.
Unfortunately, as a teenager, the internet was a bit more wilder than it is now. I've seen videos of what lions can do to people. I'd rather go with the geese. That's just my final answer.
All right,
They can just
Alright.
come in and remove pieces
that's fine.
very quickly.
That's fine. I'm gonna go.
And that's
with,
when they're bored.
But also in the same logic, right? You can agree it's fucked either way, right?
Mhm.
Correct? You're fucked. You're pretty much fucked either way. Correct? I would rather have the quicker death with the lion than the death by 1,000 pecks.
I don't know. I'm still giving it a shot. I
I'm-
like to. It's like you see all those people and they talk about, oh, what would I do if there was really a zombie apocalypse? I'd just climb into my car and turn on the gas, like, take themselves out of the picture before it gets bad.
Oh, dude.
I'd still have a crack.
Dude.
I know I'd be screwed, but I'd still give it a shot.
I'm about to buy a bow and start just fucking around with that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get good with a bow.
Have you seen Westworld?
Yes.
Right, the final season.
I've
think it was
seen
almost
season 1.
All right, in the final episode of the final season, no spoilers. There's a scenario, and it's like outside of the main storyline to a degree. We'll just say there's a scenario where they like basically infect all the humans in this city with like a virus. It's like that movie where everyone just kills each other for a day.
Yeah, The Purge.
The Purge. It's like The Purge, and everyone's just taking each other out. It's like normal looking old people, young people, whatever. Everyone's just like a full city going nuts, and it's like modern day. It's not like one of those old West things.
It's not future world. It's not West world.
No, it's just sort of the real world.
It's
but
modern world.
Anyway,
yeah.
so they're all going nuts, and then there's one dude. He's just sniping people, and he's walking through the chaos. He's full like that scene from Pirates of the Caribbean where the cannon's going off and the ship's disintegrating.
Yeah,
around him, it's in
and,
slow
and
motion.
the fucking admiral.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, and it's just so fucking badass. And then out of nowhere, you see, from GTA, Trevor.
Yeah.
The actor that plays him.
Yep.
Just being Trevor.
Yep.
It's like it sort of took me out of it a little bit, but I was like, they must have just gone, we love this guy, we need to get him in here.
Yeah,
for
it's
this
kind of like how we got
crazy
into The
scene.
Walking Dead, which
Yeah.
I'm about to catch up on because it's on binge.
Yeah, it just didn't seem to really fit. It just went from like Westworld super po-faced and serious to like, it's Trevor just hacking people. No, I don't know why I just thought of that, but because the whole like apocalyptic meltdown thing. And this one dude was just nailing it. Then the Man in Black turned up, of course, so it was all over for him. But it was just a beautiful, like, what do you call that? The way the whole thing plays out.
Yeah, no, but
So-
I'm concerned how quickly I would turn into Negan in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, you'd be like this guy, I guess is what my point was. That's your scenario. That's what you're projecting.
Oh, dude, I
think I'd be I'm not fooling myself. I'd be completely screwed.
yeah, dude.
I want to do like a prepper's course if I had the time and money, because that's what Zuckerberg did
Well, that's the thing, right?
at one point. He learned how to hunt and,
Yeah.
and like
Okay,
damn,
I'm
skin
fully
things.
ready with weapons and the ability and the knowledge of hunting and skinning. I got that. But more of
sure.
I just need to find people who are afraid enough of me after I butcher a couple people to then do my bidding.
You got to do the heads on pikes thing.
No,
Drive around with them like planted on your car, like full Mad
I
Max.
don't know if I'll go that far, but like a couple hands maybe.
You're gonna come up with like your own weird language, like that one group in Walking Dead that was
No.
a bit cringe. So they all lived in a junkyard and spoke with this really strange.
I'm up to there.
Yeah.
So please no more.
No, but it's just pretty. When you go on Reddit and people talk about it, they're just like, "What the fuck? What are they thinking? This isn't that far into the apocalypse. Like it's maybe 7 years after the whole thing.
Those are the cunts that pretend to be zombies, right?
They're acting like it's been generations and they've slowly formed this new culture. Like, come on.
Yeah, no, I'm quite happy being Negan in my leather coat and my red fucking
Yeah.
scarf.
Well, he's got a long way to go. I think even in the new, because I've seen them all and it's over.
Yeah,
But he's starting a new thing, and I
Yeah.
think he'll be in that.
here's what I've seen up to roughly. What's his name's no longer in it.
Rick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what
You've seen pretty. He got
I've not
yeeted
seen-
at a bridge.
Yeah, I've not seen the alpha or the beta or anything.
Well,
But
then you're already past all that shit with the junkyard people, because by that point
oh,
she's
that's already over.
because she's kind of left them, hasn't she?
I don't fucking remember, dude. It's been
Yeah.
like fucking 2 years.
No,
since
because
I've seen the show.
when they were fighting like Negan and his people,
Yeah.
there was a whole like double cross / betrayal. Negan's people, I think it was Trevor actually, turned up to like go, "Hey guys, you need to stay in line," and they were giving him shit, so he just shot them all.
Huh.
And then when he came back, he was like, "Yeah, I killed him." Negan was like, bro, that was bruh,
Yeah.
that was not cool."
Yeah.
So then he had to take him out.
Yeah.
So that was the end of Trevor.
Huh.
Or maybe it was the dude with the half scar face that ran off and joined the good guys.
Oh,
It
fuck.
was one of his henchmen.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Netflix. They tried Canadian password sharing, like no more. You just got to watch it at your house, and
My
that's
God, there were a lot of fucking
People got upset.
A lot of fucking cancellations.
it. Yeah. So they backtracked. So we're not going to have that here, hopefully, because I need it in like 3 different places. So we're good. Relax. No more Pirate Bay, because I can't be fucked. To be honest, I would just use the other streaming apps until there's like another Stranger Things. Because to me, right now, there's nothing on Netflix that's like I need to have in my face at the moment.
I'm trying to remember what the last thing I watched on Netflix was.
It was
I think I'm
something
watching
random.
Kim's
It was-
Convenience.
I can't
currently.
think of anything like super exclusive that I had to see. It would have been just Stranger Things, which season 4. Oh, that was cute. Yeah, the ritual abuse thing.
What?
Ritual
that was
abuse
that
is
was
so
cute. That was cute. The ritual abuse.
No, but they were using screenshots. This crazy conspiracy theory, right wing stuff running around. Mr. Bosey, a former SAS officer and leader of Australian political party Australia One, he made the claim during a live event in Melbourne, and it was shared to Facebook, and it got like 50,000 views. And he was
Question.
like, "Look, there's all this like ritual abuse. You know those QAnon type things."
Oh yeah,
And
Is
so
it-
he showed these images of like abuse, and it was all from a video game.
it's pretty funny actually.
Yeah, it was some like anime.
Speaking of
Hang on,
of
what's it
funny.
called?
Is it funny if I go take a piss and I take the microphone with me so I can have the conversation with you through the door?
I think it's funny in your head, but we'll see how we go. Like, no one wants to hear you pissing.
I don't know, that's pretty
And I've
funny.
got a story about that
I
because you know how, like, on TikTok, you've probably never tried to join a live because you don't have enough followers. But like,
I'm
you
sorry I
sit
didn't
there
buy
waiting.
my followers like some person.
I didn't buy my main accounts. That's natural. That's organic. Though a lot of them are bots, probably.
I better say, how many are bots?
I don't know why people do that.
And
Sometimes
I'm
I'll
sorry,
go through.
and how many videos did you average were posting a day? Was it like
I don't
6
post
at
a
one
lot of
point?
videos. What do you mean?
I've
I
seen
posted a lot of videos one day because we're at the art gallery and it was like, let's do all these.
and there was
stupid
also a
anime
concert. There was
things.
a
And as soon as you record a video, it like says post it, and I'm like, oh fuck it, why not? Yeah, there was like the Tyler Creator concert. So I posted like a bunch that time, and then a whole bunch another time when I was at the art gallery, and then like that's it until I saw that stupid one where it makes you look like a teenager, and it did nothing to me except make my hair look like weird.
yeah, he gave you hair.
Yeah, but it's because I've got a shaved head. It just looked all messy. Like it was not cool. I was quite upset. I wanted to look like a teenager. The fictional material, the video game was Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh, I know Doki Doki Literature Club.
You serious?
Yeah, it's on Steam.
It sounds really niche. One of the central characters
I'm a
describes
niche
a
man.
religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. So that's don't get your sources from Japanese video games.
Or comicbook.com.
Yeah. Well, what about comic book
I like
resources?
how I like. No, that's the same
Is it
fucking
the
thing.
same people? 'Cause it
Oh
looks
my
similar.
god, you're a fucking hypocrite. It took me so long to get you on my team, and you joined, and now you're just like, I will suck your dick again.
I didn't know that was the same people. I was like, maybe these guys are different.
Same fucking people.
Okay. Something about Luke Cage getting cancelled because they were scared of right wing
A
people.
mini series.
Which doesn't make sense
It's
to
a
me
mini
because
series, which is something we don't talk about comics here because nobody gives a shit because it's a video podcast. So if you guys thought the last fucking break was long, I mean it was only like the last episode got fucking uploaded what, a month ago? But mate, I'm fucking in 2 weeks going back to uni. It's gonna be bad. I will see you in 4 months, maybe. I don't know. I kind of want to get to like 100 this year.
how's he still doing
I'm
that?
leaving. I'm gone. Maybe. Who knows? Depends how much effort I
To do
have.
this whole thing.
Because I'm really focusing on my other stuff. I'm pissing currently on the bowl so you don't hear the splash. That's genuinely, I'm trying to be polite about it. Also, I think it's really funny that I'm off camera saying all this. Because it's going to be in the episode. You guys ever watch South Park? Inspector Butters. Gotta put the mic down. Gotta put the mic down. Doing up my fly. Washing me hands. And be pure. And bathroom. What do we got? We got Ajax, Palmolive, Aragod. There's a thing called VI Poo. Man, my eyes are bloodshot. It's been rubbing that. Anyway, back to the podcast. Was talking the entire time.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. We're going to ignore the Luke Cage thing because it didn't happen anyway. We're going to talk about episode 3 of Last of Us. Have you seen that at least, or are you waiting till it's all on?
I've not watched any.
All right, you can review the bloody Quantumania then.
Sure. I'll give it a solid 6.
That's not too bad.
And I like Kang. I'm a big Kang guy. But if you asked me, do you want to go see Ant-Man again? The answer is no.
That's disappointing. Yeah, it did look interesting. Like it didn't look like it was up there with the Avengers level stuff, but it was leading up to it. It was like a nice.
Give me a
soft-
general idea of where you think this movie is going.
Well, that's introducing Kang, of course, in a more like robust.
Have you
It's-
seen Spy Kids 3?
No,
Have you seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
no, I haven't seen any of those silly Rodriguez movies because I wasn't 12
Well,
when they came
I'm
out.
about to say your kids might have been.
No, they weren't.
Your kids would have been born.
No,
One of them.
well, they came out like the mid 2000s, right? Like mid nils. I've heard someone call it the nils.
I don't know.
So it was like 2005, that sort of era, maybe.
Nine or
So
whatever.
they weren't born yet.
But anyway, there's a whole thing with Kang, and like you see alternate versions of him in a post-credit scene. That's not much spoiler.
Yeah, I heard there's a mid credit and a post.
They set up Loki season 2.
Nice. 'Cause I liked him in Loki, but that wasn't really introducing him. Now the Kang that we meet is apparently the one that's like the big threat in Avengers. like
Yeah,
coming-
we'll see about that. It's debatable. It's very debatable. Trust me.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
gives
because it appears in the trailer that like Ant-Man seems to almost sacrifice himself to take down Kang.
he gives
So-
me Doctor Doom vibes, which honestly I'm just excited. I'm waiting for Doctor Doom. That's what I want. But so yeah, where would you say this movie is set?
In the quantum verse, right? Like they go into some tiny little
Completely.
weird
Which is
other dimension.
I thought it'd be a mix and mix. No, you're there. That's about it.
Oh, you thought it'd be here and there and somewhere else. It's
Yeah.
just in the quantiverse, and then they get out at the end.
I'd like to call this green screen the movie.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah. I saw one TikTok, and he was talking about all these weird looking creatures. Like they just had some like LSD
Were they ants?
wild
'Cause he's
trip,
Ant-Man?
and they were writing down all their ideas for Ant-Man.
Oh.
No, but it was like the concept behind some of these creatures was just like
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's very fair. It feels
it was like an octopus that had snakes as arms, and is that a thing?
dude,
And it had like
honestly,
a squirrel head.
probably it also gave me very Star Wars vibes a little bit for like the cantina shit.
Well, that they do that in Guardians of the Galaxy as well. They very
And,
much copy that.
What's the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Just from the amount of weird shit you see.
Yeah, like that sense. That's the real sense of humor. Yeah.
Not even that. Just like it's just like is there so much going on?
Okay.
Anyway, that's my review. 6 out of 10. Go see it. It's kind of important. Don't see it twice.
No, I probably wouldn't. But yeah, no, I'm hopefully catch it this weekend. Still waiting to hear back, but should be fun. I mean, it's a popcorn silly. You can't get too worked up about it. Yeah, I'm looking. There's other movies I'm more excited about, but I do love Paul Rudd and that whole gang. So it'll be fun to hang out with them again for an hour or two. Squid Game reality contestants tortured considering suing Netflix.
Doubt
This
it.
is like a spin-off thing they did that was like an actual.
Yeah. Are you
Game?
going down or up?
Yeah, now I'm going down because it reset. That's pretty funny. One of the creators of Cowboy Bebop couldn't stand to watch more than one scene of the Netflix show.
Why are we still talking about it? The show doesn't exist
Just-
anymore.
For some reason, that popped up.
Oh, okay. This is actually no. That's not fucking news.
Okay.
That's news though.
Yeah, we haven't talked about good old Justin Roiland. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
As my microphone,
Dude.
is, now dying, so
Oh,
we'll
that's
see how
it.
long we can last.
Yeah.
Um,
Once it's gone, it's gone.
what's yours at?
I still got two.
Yeah, I
I'll have
got
to share
nothing currently. So yeah, so it's a good thing that
Still
he
working.
had nothing, no part of the creative process for years apparently.
Oh, that's good because I wasn't sure. I thought maybe he was one of the main dudes.
No.
Is that Dan Harmon who writes it mostly?
Apparently,
Okay, that's good because I like Dan Harmon. He kind of got cancelled, but not for anything like he was hitting on.
it's fine.
He had an affair.
6
It was
seasons
like
in a
she
movie.
worked for him, and he was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't realize I had such a power imbalance." Yeah, it was a whole community thing. He
Yeah.
got kicked off that. He was like hard to work with, but he wasn't locking up women and beating them.
And he was also not Chevy Chase, and he was also not
Hmm.
messaging minors and grooming them.
That was another thing that he did. Yes.
Yeah, like
Um,
there was one thing for the allegations of domestic abuse, but then the grooming screenshots came out, and you go, well, I can't do much there anymore.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, I saw some of the allegations where that was like, "Oh, look what he's saying to this girl," and it turned out she was like 19 anyway, so relax. But then there was other ones where she was
You
like,
should,
"Hey, how's it going?" And he's like, "Hey, if you
You-
had OnlyFans, I'd buy it or something."
yeah.
like
Wait, I can't wait till you're 18. You should start camming, or you're such jailbait.
Yeah, and she was like 16,
17.
17. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not great. Probably not the go-to move when you're talking to, like, if I have, for instance, so I'm doing a live on TikTok and it's just me and maybe one other person, and then suddenly someone comes on who's clearly not 18, but they're like, "Yes, I'm 18," and you're like, "What year were you born?" And they're like, 2000, and like they're taking way too long to answer. You're like, "No, you just have to kick him because you can't risk it." It's not like I've got a son that's under 18, so I can talk to him, but no one else. Like, and it's weird because sometimes his friends will add me, and I'm like, I'm not following you back or whatever.
It
So,
depends. It depends how long you've known the kid.
yeah,
I
but
think.
like I don't really meet his friends in real life.
Yeah,
so
like if if the kid's like you kid if my kid has a friend who I've known is like he's known his entire life and like they've been to my house.
yeah, if you're driving them
Yeah,
together to school or
like
whatever,
carpool and shit. Yeah, it's
that's all right. But then it should be only very contextually appropriate conversations.
Yeah.
I'd never speak to any single person, whether it's his friend or someone I don't know. I don't know if there's a level there that makes a difference. I think it's just as bad either way.
Unless
That-
she's hot. I'm kidding.
No.
I couldn't finish the sentence because
Yeah.
that's a cancel.
Yeah, no, I just can't imagine a scenario where that would be okay. Like, and if there was like I saw a creator and I was like, wow, I want to get her to work with me on a project, the first thing I'd do would be like, all right, where's your parent? Like, I need to go through.
Oh, you're talking about
gatekeeper.
underage.
Yeah, like just in terms of any kind of communication, you would have all these
Yeah.
safeguards in place.
What?
Protect
I
you,
don't know
to
any
protect them.
fucking underage.
No, I mean it's a super like edge. Like I can't
Yeah.
imagine a thing where that would be ever an issue. But I'm just saying, like, if you were in a world where he is, where he's got young fans constantly approaching him and
Kinda
messaging
like
him,
Ellen and those weird kids that she constantly has on her show.
but they usually the parents bring them on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's the
so
whole
that's
thing.
all right. Yeah, that's what you're saying. There's a process, and I don't know how in this year of our Lord that he managed to fuck that up so badly, and it's going to be sad because I did enjoy his voice work. It's so iconic,
Yeah, well,
but I guess they'll find someone that can do the exact same voice.
apparently, again, I've taken it with a grain of salt, but apparently they've already been casted. It's one of the cunts from fucking Stranger Things, somebody else, but who knows? And
So
Wolfhard,
because he only did Rick Sanchez, and did he do Morty as well?
dude, he did a lot of voices.
Yeah,
he did
it's
a
like
lot of
imagine
voices.
losing Dan Castellaneta
I
from The
was
Simpsons.
literally,
or
it was
something. Yeah.
exactly who I was going to say, or then I was thinking Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, from her. No, you could not do the Family Guy without
Yeah.
Seth. He does like 90% of the voices. I've heard some good impressions.
Or just anyone from South Park.
Yeah, because I've never heard. Oh, true. It's like two guys
Yeah.
that do all of them basically. I don't even know if they get like guest. They had the guy that did Chef.
Yeah, and then they've
And then he
also
quit.
got like one of their daughters who does
Oh, the little
Kyle's
girl.
brother.
Yeah, okay. But they had a little girl right from the beginning. That must have been. I don't think that was
They're
one
kids.
of them. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Okay. The kids must be adults by now though. Like I was watching that in the 90s.
Grandkids.
Okay. Or was it? It was early 2000s, like
Who fucking knows?
2001. Not even. It was 99. That was when I was in Holland and it came out. And I was like, holy shit, this thing is wild.
Well, yeah, but also like with the kids now, you can just get them to do a baby voice, and it's the same shtick then. Yeah, it's a lot of Justin Roiland.
Felony domestic violence. I wasn't sure. Like I must have forgotten that I already posted it. I don't know.
That's a meme. Keep moving.
Yeah. Or something about Mindy Kaling did a Scooby Doo and no one liked it.
We are
Let's
running.
cover that.
Battery.
So now I'm back to
Oh,
where
we're
I
at the
was.
beginning.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's pretty funny though, the Squid Game thing. I just think what's going on there.
Yeah, we
Like,
did it.
How close did they get it to the real thing?
We did it on the average time, folks.
Because if you did it in like Indonesia, you could probably get away with
Fair.
that. A reality series based off the actual show, 456 players. I remember we talked about Mr. Beast doing it, and you didn't believe that he'd spent more money than the show. I think he did, but only on the sets, not.
No, but so
The
I
actual
believe
budget.
I believed he spent more money than. Wait, no, I don't.
The main difference is that those eliminated are not killed, funnily enough. Instead, they're wearing blood packs to simulate being shot, and they're doing a second season. Oh, no, wait. Alongside the reality series, they're doing, obviously, the second season of the real show. Why would they sue them? You wouldn't treat animals like that. At one point, I could see that they were bringing on a black coffin with a pink ribbon, just like in the show. I feel like they prioritize getting a good shot over helping us. But tortured, I don't know. I'd have to see what he was talking about. That sounds like really whiny to me. Like, come on, man. But there is another popular Korean game show at the moment called like 100 or something.
Oh,
and it's-
Physical 100.
Yeah, and they're all like the best athletes of Korea, and
Yeah.
even some from overseas.
I'm meant to watch that.
Yeah, I saw a clip on TikTok, and they were doing these like step jumps, and it got to the point where he was like jumping almost higher than his own head, like a foot away from him. I
Yeah.
was just like, what these guys are superheroes. And I didn't know Koreans could get that. Like, some of them looked like John Cena, just with a Korean head. I was impressed. I'm not
I
saying
feel
like
like that was low key racist.
that was low-key racist. I was, as I was saying it, I was like, this might sound racist.
Yeah, you're like, I feel like I didn't know Koreans
Could
could.
be that buff. But no, what I mean is just the amount, like there was a room, there was a shot of like a whole, what do you call it, when it's just a locker room type situation, and they're all walking around in underwear, and it was like,
A locker room?
it looked like an NFL team.
Oh, yeah.
Like they were all just freaking huge
I
and,
feel like
and
the much
you
more
know.
safe thing you could have said is, I didn't realize you could get that many jacked people in the same room.
No, you can. You just go and watch an NFL game. But like, I don't know. I was just like, Korea is really at the same level almost as the West, I guess, in terms of population, height, and density. And it does. You can look at a place like North Korea,
Yeah.
where they're the same people, but a different culture and society over the last 60 years, different diet, and the effect is obviously pretty clear. I think South Korea,
Well,
speaking of like the sky is blue, maybe do the democracy thing.
I ain't touching that.
Let people eat what they want to eat. Even if some get fat, you still, as a whole, end up in a
You
better
tell
place.
that to Sweden 80
That's
years
my
ago.
nuanced take. That's my hot, controversial take.
you
Don't
hear-
be North Korea.
Did you hear my bit?
What?
I said you tell that to Sweden 80 years ago when they were still doing eugenics.
Ooh, okay. That is hot take. That's
Yeah.
heat of them. Okay, we're
And
good.
again, to quote Jim Jeffries, can't argue with the results.
Got me
Well,
there. Yep.
do you want
It's-
to do it?
it's that
You've not-
time.
you haven't done
I've never
it in
done
a
it,
very long
yeah.
time. Yeah. You know what? Take it away, Pat.
All right. Well, that was Banana Split. Hope you made it this far. If so, and you ever see me, I'll give you a high five. So, but for now,
Unless you're under 18.
yeah, then I'm not. I'm not even. Just don't look at me. I'm going the other way. But yeah, have your dessert. Get the fuck out.
What he said. You know when
Fucking
you
expensive.
know when you stop talking, it's when I do the pause and like